politics on Core TV News. And like you expect on every edition of Women in Politics, we've brought another woman politician. And this time around, we had to come all the way to Oderemo. And this woman of power put together a program for the aged ones. Normally, once a year, Lafoshe Festival is being celebrated by every indigene of Oderemo. But this time put together by Ewela Sociocultural Foundation, a program called Full of Life for the aged ones, bringing all of them together to make them happy and giving them gifts. We had to come down to witness this event and for her to share her experience in politics, how she has gone, how far she has gone in helping these old women and our future ambitions in politics. It's going to be a wonderful time. We're meeting with Folashade, Filani, and I am Ebulomo Adekunle, your host.
Ibẹ̀ náà tí máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò yẹn ní ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀gbọ́n bá ṣe wá síwájú yẹn ó nídìí ṣùgbọ́n tí bá rẹ̀ tó fẹ́ kọ́ ṣe ìfúnpá.
It's good to have you join us on the program Women in Politics.
Well, it's good to have you too, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, first, why did you come back home? I know you used to be abroad. Why did you come home? Is it because they say once you enter into politics, then the money bag has arrived?
Well, maybe that's what people think. You know, the grass is always greener on the other side. That was not why I came. A very good friend of mine, Right Honorable Titi Oseni, invited me to politics in 2006. I came with the intention of contesting for House of Assembly. At the primary level, I did very well. And considering the time that I was here, I think I did very well, which I did. And, well, somehow, I didn't get a ticket. Today, people who denied me of my ticket, they regret it, and they're always talking about it.
But if you say you were denied, is it just some people or because you weren't that popular, considering the fact that you've not always been around?
I don't think because I wasn't being around. The fact was I came, they saw, and they conquered. Exactly, because they saw in me what they have not seen in a woman. And I think it's one of the reasons why I'm still standing, because since I lost the election, I didn't run back, which is what is expected, that once you lose election, you will run back. My people saw me as somebody who can deliver, somebody who can be trusted, and they trusted me with their votes. Even though I came in, not too long, but the impact of what I did. I mean, I remember somebody saying, even if you are lying, the way you talk, tell me more of it. I've never had anybody lying to me, making sense. To him, I was making sense. And he couldn't believe that it could be true for such to be.
Okay, you said a friend of yours invited you into politics some time ago. Why did that person invite you into politics? It sounded more like, come do this business, there's money in it.
It wasn't a come do this business, there is money in it. She saw the activities I was into. She saw my ability. She saw my, she knows what arouses me in terms of, being able to bring in ideas and how I care for people, how I am creative, innovative. And because of all that, she said, why don't you come into politics? I was actually into business. We were into business. But she actually diverted me from the business and said, come into politics. I see you something you don't see yourself. I said, I'm not a politician, no, don't go there. It's my husband that is a politician, not me. So inviting me gave me the opportunity to come back to Nigeria because I was still over there then. So coming into Nigeria, coming into politics, coming to live in Oderemo was the wildest thing my friends can think of. because they cannot imagine how you will leave England after living there for almost 30 years to come into politics and be living in Oderemo. I found it very, very scary at first, but as time went on, I really thank God that I came here, because you know, when you've lived a life of, when you believe that everything is always good, I mean, you don't know what it means when you see some of my people, and if you really have the heart, you will sell your last item to please them.
But if politics is as pure and good as you make it appear, why do we still have this level of decadence in Nigeria, considering the number of politicians we have, the political parties we have, and the money made available to politicians in office? Why do we have this level of decadence and corruption in Nigeria?
I think no matter what, people will always be people, and you have to start to think of individuals. There are some people still in politics who are not corrupt. There are some people who play real politics, no dirty politics. But some people will always play dirty politics. I know so many of them. But you know, some people say if you can't join them, if you can't beat them, join them. I refuse to join them. I refuse to be what I am not. I am persuaded and I am assured of being what I am. What I am is to be kind, to be loving, to be able to cope at any level. If I go around with the kind of experiences I've had in politics, I won't be what I am.
So knowing some bad people in politics and not joining them, did that inform your choice of party?
No, I came straight into politics. In fact, I was writing a book, and up to now I still have not finished it. Is Politics for Me? That was the title of my book. I wanted people abroad to be able to read my book and make sure they know what they are doing before they go into politics. In the book, I was asking, why do people join which party? One of the reasons is because somebody invited you. That's what my parents did. That's the winning party. You know, all those reasons.
But you are in a winning party, a national winning party, PDP. Why did you join PDP?
I came into PDP because my friend who invited me, she's a PDP member.
So it looked more like a friend thing, not because you probably sat down to read the ideologies or what the party has to offer.
I know. As educated as I am, I think the invitation was so inviting. It's something I've never done. Nobody in my family, in my direct family, has ever been in politics. And I've never done it. I'm a scientist by profession. And going into politics was something completely different from what I've ever done in my life. It was a challenge. Can I really do this? Can I really do that? But when I went into it, and I did my word-to-word tour, just to get familiarized with my people, I said, wow, this is different. It's different from being in the laboratory. I want to be with people. I want to be with people. It's not the laboratory anymore.
You can now watch Core TV News live from anywhere in the world on our website www.coretvnews.com. Click on Live TV on our website and watch us live.
And welcome to Core TV Primetime News.
To follow us on Twitter, click on Twitter icon on our website. On Facebook, click on the Facebook and YouTube to see all our previous news production. You can also watch us live on YouTube. Click Core TV, leave a space, then News. Core TV News, a 24-hour news station.
We've had impeachment saga recently. First it was Adamawa, next Nasarawa, and we've had states like Edo and Rivers crying foul, especially of the hand of the presidency in this whole thing. And though PDP has come out to say that it is not true, if you're being accused of something, then you should come out and clear yourself of it. For the populace, there are opinions in some quarters that it has coloration from the PDP. What do you have to say?
Well, I have to say this. Some people play bad politics. And that's why they will think everybody is playing their politics. If something has to be done, it has to be done. If, a governor or anybody in power is not doing what they're supposed to do, or there is any reason for them to be impeached, why not? I don't see any reason why they cannot be impeached. And if somebody thinks presidency is involved, I think they're thinking of what they can do. I think the president is too busy to be doing that. The issue of Boko Haram is there. The missing girls are there. There are so many pressing issues in the country than issue of states, governor misbehaving. Every one of them was elected by their people. Their people have the right to actually go to the House of Assembly and say, no, you cannot impeach. So it's not one person saying, do this, do that. If they don't have any reason, they cannot impeach them. So if they have been tried, so is the presidency going to be standing there and saying, no, don't impeach them? No. I'm sure if they find any PDP states doing the same.
Because I was going there.
Yes.
Why is this impeachment thing rocking APC-controlled states? Are we saying every other governor in PDP-controlled states is pure and just?
No. The issue is, I'm not saying they are not pure and just, but I'm saying where there is a reason for somebody to raise eyebrow, of course, you have to raise eyebrows. Some of these people have been doing this thing, and everybody keeps quiet. But it gets to a state that people will talk. Is there people that are checking on them? It's not the presidency. It's their own House of Assembly that is impeaching them. If the governor is good in his home, no one can unseat him.
The issue of the Chibok girls, we are still in search of them, and we so much hope that they will come back alive. But
I pray.
There are opinions in some quarters that the government is not doing enough. Are we saying we do not have enough to bring these girls back, or really it's just the political will that is lacking?
You see, when things are happening behind the corner or behind the closed door, you never see. It's not right for any government to be doing something of such a level of security and be announcing to the whole world, we are already doing this, we are already doing that. I'm sure there is a lot going behind the curtains that is not being announced, and there is no reason for them to announce it. All we want to see is to see the Chibok girls come back alive, well and safe. And I'm sure there is a lot of negotiation going on. Don't forget, Nigeria is not the only one that is being affected by Boko Haram. You heard in the papers recently that Cameroon was recently affected as well, where the wife of the prime minister also was abducted by Boko Haram. It's the same thing as when America and all these European countries were suffering from bin Laden. That was their own Boko Haram. They had to deal with it. We have to deal with our own monster as well. Unfortunately, people create their own monsters, and when the monsters now face them, they can't undo the monster. Boko Haram was a monster created by our own people.
Oh, are you one of those saying this is political?
Of course it is political. It's not only political, it's religious. It's got every tone of everything in it. You cannot say everybody in a plane, when bin Laden was bombing plane, we are only Christians or Muslims. They don't care about lives. It's all about, people who don't care. Their souls are sold out. They believe in fantasy, and where people believe if you kill people because of their religion or for whatever, you will get to heaven and have 7 virgins. If going to heaven is all about 7 virgins, those virgins, what are they there for?
Do you feel that this Boko Haram insurgency will die down if the opposition comes to power?
I don't think so. I think they will gain upper hand with the government that will install them, the government that will allow them to do whatever they want to do. I think that will be the case. If any government will allow them, you want this, we give you, you want that, we give you, then they will be silent.
Are you talking about APC?
I'm not talking about APC, I'm talking about any government that will allow them.
Because
if PDP is able to bargain with them and say, okay, have what you want, have what you want, have what you want, and I think we'll be negotiating our lives, unfortunately. And so when there is negotiation, it's not that somebody cannot just say yes or no, but the fact that somebody has to say no to this, I can accept this, I can give in to this, That's what you call negotiation. And of course, they know what they want, and except they are getting the maximum, they won't give up.
Let's move to the issue of gay marriage. Recently, 10 senators in America, led by Christopher Murphy, pushing for President Barack Obama to cut some benefits from Nigeria because of our anti-gay laws. Do you really feel Nigeria should continue with this anti-gay law?
I think they should continue. I really give kudos to our senators, our lawmakers, for taking a stand. They are in their own country. This is our own country. This is what we don't want. If I was to be in America, I would do what the law in America says. I will not distinguish between whether single, lesbian, or whatever. That's what their law says. This is Nigeria. When I'm in Nigeria, in our own nation, is a taboo. We cannot say because America is doing something, we have to do it. It's not on. I think our government needs to stand up to this. Whatever they need to cut, let them cut. We will still eat our gari. We will still have our own food. We don't really need, what do we get anyway? They talk of international trade and all that. But how many people in my own society here are benefiting from international trade? Tell me, nobody wants to know what America is doing in their own country. It's a dream world for the people here. Our reality is Nigeria. For us here, gay marriage is a taboo. We don't want it. We don't do it. We won't do it.
Now let's move to issues that pertain to women, because it's women in politics.
It is.
How has it been being a woman in politics, Nigerian politics?
It's not easy at all. You have every reason to want to leave politics. You get to that stage where you say, no more. Then you feel that some people are going to miss you. You are not standing for yourself anymore. It's not like when I came into politics anymore. I'm standing up for my people. And you probably heard when somebody was asking me before, are you intending to contest? And I said, no, I'm not contesting. I have a reason for saying that. But somebody in the crowd rightly said, no, you are contesting. And that's what my people wants me to do, to contest and hold a law maker post. I wish I can, because financially I'm not buoyant to be able to do that. And for a woman to have, contested one and lost a lot of money, putting it back together is not easy. And I am a Christian. There are certain things I won't do. There are certain places I won't go. I think, having a stand for who you are is very important. As a woman, there are so many things people think we do as politicians.
Things like what?
Oh, people think you sleep around. People think you sell your body to get posts. There's so many accusations. In fact, there was accusation on me that I was paying people, my leaders. I was actually the one paying them, and they were sleeping with me. As a Christian, I actually felt like the ground opening up, falling into it to cover me up. I was walking my head down in this town. But, they say in our own place here, lies may run for 20 years, but one day the truth will catch up. But when they came to understand who Shade is, I think a lot of people will come to me and say, I'm sorry, I didn't know this is the kind of person you are. And I say, don't mind, never mind, it's okay. That I said this, I did this. People tell me awful things they said about me. They tell me awful things that they did about me. You don't want to hear this on tape.
No, you can just give us a little. Let's know about the difficulty of women in politics.
Oh, when people will say that we went to do some juju on you, so that, something evil can happen to you. But I didn't know you are such a kind person. Can you imagine? You just feel yourself that, oh God, if God has not been on my side, I'll probably be dead by now. People will tell you. Somebody came, find me, is telling me that, some people brought my name to the herbalist, Babalawo, to do some things for me that they know they cannot catch up with me anywhere. But I will be in the church, and definitely in church. And on Sunday, they're going to put a ring and they will just do as if they are waving to me. Then they will go blind, not me. Can you imagine that? It's so scary. And I think part of it is not true. They just want to scare you out, you know. And I've come to understand that, you know, I'm not a coward. I have stood the test of time in politics, and I'm still standing. I came in as PDP. I remain in PDP. Many people we came into PDP together are no longer in PDP. You can tell that I have my own stand. I refuse to go into any other party, because even though I didn't find out about PDP before joining, I got to know what PDP is about. I feel it's a party that cares and will give the status to women who are able and give us our quota. They work towards giving us our quota. So I believe in their activities, what they have done so far. I don't think any government can do everything. Government is a continuum. And as far as government is a continuum, you will do your bit, you will leave, somebody else will come in. But the reign we are still in is the era of PDP.
Come 2015, do you see female governors emerging?
I doubt it. But if women can take their stand, everywhere there is a main post and a vice, the vice must be a woman. If it's not, we won't vote. Yes, we will stand on that. We're going to tell our women not to come out and vote. We must give a woman a chance. If the president is a man, the vice president must be a woman. If the governor is a man, the vice governor or deputy governor must be a woman.
But do you see the PDP presidential tickets pushing forward a deputy?
It's because we have never asked for it. Because we have never asked for it. If we ask for it, we get it.
From time immemorial, women have birthed life, shaped character, and by extension, influenced the society. Moremi of Ife, Emoten of Benin, Queen Aminat of Zaria, all women of influence and power.
Whether it's before election, after election.
How ironical. Women being so powerful, yet have few grounds in decision making.
They see you as a wife, and I see you as a wife to a man.
We are talking women in politics.
A woman will be bold enough to stand up and say, I want to become president of Nigeria.
Only on Core TV News.
Software.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sure people are wondering why you're dressed like this, some women in politics, all gorgeous with your beads and your ofi and all of that. Fine, I think at this point I need to let it out. We met Folashade Filani at an event which she hosted, Ewela Sociocultural Foundation hosted the aged people to a party, Folashade. First, let's start with what is about the Folashade Festival in Oderemo.
Okay, Folashade, that's what acronym name for Oderemo people. Folashade means somebody who says, and it is. It was assigned to our forefathers of the land that whatever they say comes to pass. So they call it like you use Folashade. So they call them Folashade. Anyone that belongs to here, you don't just say anything. Be careful of what you say because it will come to pass. That's the Folashade thing. That's from our forefathers. But we are not celebrating the forefathers. We are not celebrating any oracle. We are not celebrating any idolatry thing. It's not. It's the occasion where all the Oderemo indigenous sons and daughters at the four corners of the world come together to celebrate. As we are celebrating here, they're celebrating in England, they're celebrating in America, and in other parts of the world where we have Oderemo people. And that's the kind of celebration we have once in a year. If you come to this place on Friday night, you won't be able to walk. No car can move. You will see people, this place jammed with people. You won't believe this is everything lit up.
Actually, we met with Folashade Filani at the event of the Ewela Sociocultural Foundation, which she organized for the aged people, and we'll bring you a short report of how the day went.
Folashade festival is peculiar to the people of Oderemo in Ogun State. Folashade, from the Yoruba word afoshe, means it shall be as said. It is a festival that spans a week, with every indigene of Oderemo expected to be in attendance. It is a period to celebrate the supernatural powers that lie in the tongues of the people to have whatever they say. This year's festival featured a separate event for the aged from 60 years and above, tagged Full of Life. The convener, Folashade Filani, explains the reason for the initiative.
It was just an initiative that came to me. When I came into Oderemo to come and do politics here, I found, a lot of people in a impoverished state that I could not believe that does exist. I came from England, and it was surprise to me that you give somebody 100 naira and they will pray and pray as if you've done something great. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to dance. There's going to be award in recognition of people who have contributed to the society, and we have UCH coming. The doctors are on strike, but we have UCH all the way from Ibadan, who despite their strike have decided to come, seeing it worthy a cause. If you go outside there, you see some aged. They are doing their hair, maybe weaving or plaiting it. Some are cutting their nails. They are doing their barbing. It's part of the package that we have for them.
Participants and beneficiaries of the event expressed joy and prayed the next year would be better.
We are making the hair for free. We hairdressers in Oderemo are doing the inspiration of Folashade.
It's the Folashade festival. Last year we did the same, and this year we are doing it again. Any indigene of Remo should come and have their hair cut for free.
We are happy. We indigenes of Folashade Ode are having our festival elders with our mom, Filani. It's fine. Everyone has come around to celebrate with us.
The people of Oderemo gather yearly to rekindle their belief in the power of the tongue. Ebunlomo Adekunle, Core TV News, Oderemo.
There's one thing that I want to do, an appeal. You see, we talked about Iwenla on a short note. And if I miss this opportunity, somebody might be listening out there not knowing what to do. I personally don't need people's money. I don't need anybody's money to live or maintain my life. God has been kind enough for me to do that. But Iwenla Sociocultural Foundation, we need help. Today, we have over 50 people who have been identified to have cataracts, eating up their eyes. Before they go blind, I'm appealing to people. Please, to remove cataract in one eye is 15,000 naira, done at University College Hospital, Ibadan. How much is 15,000 naira to people who have money? For me, I don't have so much to empower so many people. What I can do is what I did today, but I need people to be able to sponsor removal of cataracts. Even if they cannot feed them, let them have their sight. They know where they're going, what they're doing. It's very important to me. And at this junction, I must take this opportunity to appeal. I'm appealing, it's not too late. If somebody is listening to me out there, sponsor somebody. 15,000 naira to remove a cataract from somebody's eyes so that they can see. There were testimonies in there, people we have done it for before. I'm appealing, please help my people. They need you.
And that's it on Women in Politics. Next edition promises to be better. And like you heard, your women out there, it's not really about the money. Empower your people, and then you can be called a true leader. And with those words, I leave you on this edition of Women in Politics. It promises to be better with the next edition. I am Ebunlomo Adekunle. Thank you.